Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome, folks, to the Super League Grand Final. I'm ready. I hope you are too. Let's get a trumpet, shall we? Hey! Hope everybody is splendid. New scoreboard, looking jazzy. I know these aren't the exact squad numbers as well. I don't think they are for everybody, but it's position numbers anyway. Thank you very much, Finn. Howdy, Dingle. Howdy, Alex. Good to see you, folks. We got 40 people here already. There will be no live footage as I do not have the rights to show it. But if you fancy getting the game up on one screen, if you do have access to it and want to stay here as well, interact in the chat, stick around, bit of banter, have a giggle, feel free to do so. But if you can't watch it, I'll do my best. Thought about a bow tie. If I had one, I'd consider it, but I don't know if I would. I don't think I'm a bow tie kind of guy. Bars. Why isn't Semmer on the bench? I don't know. I think Walters has done well pretty recently. Farrell's been in these big games plenty of times before, so you can't really drop him until he's, old and can't walk anymore. But Nsemba would be a good impact option, I suppose. So it's all right. It's all right. It's all right, Pepsi. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I don't think I'm a bow tie guy. I don't think I am. Kai Paul basically confirmed his England spot on Sky, which is interesting. Yeah, I kind of picked up on that with the language they were using, can't wait to get in. I mean, I suppose most guys would probably know if they're in or not. 2 hours of listening to horns? Well, that's what we're here for. That is what we're here for. Got 2 other buttons as well, ready to provide the extra sauce.
He's going to be yellow card!
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Oh, what about that?
Hopefully none of that as well. No reds. No Ben Flower moments. Keep it calm. Keep it nice and calm. Everyone just relax. Now, we'll also show we decided to splash out for the grand final. So, Hull Kingston Rovers, you get over the line, you've got one of these, all right? You've got one ready. Had it during the Challenge Cup final, you've got one ready to go. Wigan Warriors, you get over the line, bang, you've got one yourselves, all right? I've splashed out on the animations for today. That's all I've got, really. And if somehow Warrington score a try, well, it's already loaded and ready to go, but probably won't be worrying about that one because we're not there. Didn't want to be there anyway. So, if you guys have a prediction, let me know in the live stream chat. If you've not voted on the poll yet, please do. 25 votes, 64% say that Wigan's going to win. Deb has become a member of the KRL support. Thank you very much, Deb. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you very much indeed. Got the Wigan trophy cutscene ready? I don't. We'll know why we'll find a way to score. Absolutely. Absolutely. Quality. Absolute quality. We'll let you guys know for next year we'll be switching memberships from YouTube to Patreon. So there's a link in the description down below. So yeah, for next year, I'll be on Patreon. There'll be a bunch of perks over there as well. Who do you want to win? I'd only say Wigan because I predicted them to win, so it's better for overall percentage on the year. But I really don't mind. It's funny because you're dreading the game, but even if you win, you're impartial. Fair enough. You're not at the game, Alex? You're not at the game? Dip says, come on, the Warriors. Okay. Dingle wants Wigan to win. Fair enough. If you guys have got a team that you want to win, if you've got an exact scoreline, let me know. JWH flattens Burn. Fails his HIA. Hill 18th man scores a winner in FC Legend before his debut. Imagine, if only. We had this thing where we sent Toby King to Wigan to go win them a trophy, and then when he came back, he just didn't bother. How shit's that? He's got some nerve, him, that Toby King geezer. He's got some nerve. Is that Liam Byrne at 8? Yes, it is. On his way to Warrington next year. So, Toby King won a trophy, came to us, we didn't win one. Liam Byrne could do the same. We'll see. We'll see. Well, still plenty of empty seats at the moment. And there's only 11 minutes to go. I don't know if a lot of fans are still stuck on the motorway at the moment. Hopefully not. Maybe some people still in the stands getting some food and drink. Maybe Wigan getting some pies. But yeah, few empty sections there. Hopefully that fills up. We got 55 peeps in here. Howdy. Welcome. Good to see you. Looking after the dog, rest of the family is alright, fair enough. Well, I hope you have a swell time at home, Alex. Best of luck to you. Hope we have a grand evening. Got 10 minutes left. Wonder what the attendance will be today. Also need Lancashire to win. I'm not too bothered. I'm not too bothered personally. I'm Cheshire born anyway, so I don't really care. Come on, we'll do it for the Saints. I don't think they're bothered about Saints. Mikey Lewis lifts the trophy. This one's dedicated to St. Helens. You know, bugger all the work I did all year. This one goes out to Paul Wellens, getting back on the employment. Samuel says 1816 to Wigan. All right. Fair dues, fair dues. Any Rovers players want to do a Ben Flower and get sent off inside a minute? How would you feel if, for like, this would be the case with sin bins as well, or possibly for red cards, if for red cards a player goes off, like that player's game is done and that team is down for 20 minutes, but then after 20 minutes they go back to 13, but they've lost a player on their squad. How would you guys feel about that? You only think Mickey Mack would do that? Maybe. JWH, last game of his career, he could knock anyone out. He's not arsed. He's not arsed. 20 or 38 to week. It's Alex, you're always putting in losses for KR every time. Nicole, I'm going to assume it's McGahey. That's what I'm going to assume. Hello from myself and the Sainted just... Oh, right, okay. Howdy. Enjoying a lovely sky-high view at Old Trafford. Have fun. Lovely. Folks, Nicole and Kieran the Sainted Jester, they donated as part of the M&D fundraiser earlier in the year in April. Donated, like, at least 50 quid, I think, between a couple of them in that little group they've got going on in that family. And they won the grand final tickets thanks to their donations. So they are there, having a swell time. Unfortunately, they couldn't be there supporting their club, St. Helens, but I hope they have a great time anyway. I hope they have a fantastic time. Billy Boston leading the wing team out. Lovely. Got no name has got no name. But he says Wigan all the way. Interesting. 70k inside Old Trafford today, apparently. Well, 70k should be the absolute minimum. The absolute minimum. There's a patch up there. The trophy comes out. This game on main event literally advertised by Man United. Surely this can only do good for the game. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what we need more of. It's like whenever we're at like when we're at Everton need to talk about it. They need to advertise it. Same with I mean, it would help if Wembley did that as well. They did more advertising for it. They just tweeted a couple times. But yeah, same with Man United for this. So we shall see. Emma Pratt says, howdy. Hello, Emma. Welcome. We've got 89 people in here. That's great. That is fantastic. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you very much. What are we at for subs? 13,000, which you hit the other day, by the way. Thank you for that. 13,038. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Got about 6 minutes to go. Bit less. Let's have a look at the poll. 59 votes, 56% say Wigan's going to win. If you've not voted yet, get your votes in there. Two ends are packed, but the sides are patchy. I've seen a few little patches here and there, but overall looks okay, which is the main thing. Just need to be as packed as possible. You think the Stars are in line for Hull KR this season? Okay, David. All right. What Sky magically have good cameras for this game? Imagine the clock stops working. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? We lose the tackle count. Who knows? It is on Sky Sports Plus HD as well, so you never know. You never know. Both teams have an end-to-end end aside, and that's a good turnout. All right, okay. I misread it at first. My bad. Hull needs to get out the traps fast. Line speed, yes, Danny, definitely. Nice and quick, but reliable in possession. Strong discipline. Fair. The tube stations in London have Ashes billboards on the platforms. Well, that's good. That's good. Get it out there. Get it out there. How you doing about the game? Oh, enjoy, Jack. I'm doing all right, sir. I've got a bit of Monster. Sponsorships are available, Monster. But until I am sponsored, other drinks are still available. Email in the description if you want to sponsor. Cheers. Thanks. Lovely. Stuart Minnis. At the final, you look smart. Suits you, son. Thank you very much, Stuart. Oh, we have a great time there. We have a great time indeed. Tracy's here as well. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, ma'am. Who's voting for KR? Only wish I one day have your confidence. Wow, Alex, you're just always such a Debbie Downer on your own side. Love the suit. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you very much indeed. I thought, special occasion. Did the same for the NRL Grand Final. Got to bring the suit out. Got to look smart for this occasion. Got to do it. Rob's a businessman. Yes, I'm all about business. The business. Keep a lookout for Kira. All right, teams are on the way out. I will do one run through of the team lists just before we get started. You can see them up on screen. You're a pessimist, mate. It's not just for rugby. Started therapy last week. Finally, go on, Alex. Go on. Get in. So all KR in their normal home kit. Wigan in their away, the sort of blue kit. That's why I've got the colours on screen, in case you're wondering. See, on that banner they've got on the pitch, they've got Wigan on the left, KR on the right, which is the wrong way round. Well, it's the right side of where the teams are, like where the fans are, sorry, but it's KR versus Wigan, technically. Consistency. Watch KR do a 2005 Leeds first kick. What even happened in that game? Educate me. What happened? What are we at for the votes? 70 votes. 54% say Wigan's going to win. We've got 104 people in here. Damn. God damn. Dropped it from kickoff. Was it a kick to Leeds and Leeds knocked on? Is that what it was? Swear Wigan never wear their home kit at the grand final. I think they wore it last year, Dingle. Pretty sure. KR were in their away kit, I think. Pretty sure it was last year and the year before. Straight from kickoff? Damn. Well, you got to be clean. I'd say the first, with the grand final, a lot of it's just a lot of back and forth. Discipline needs to be good. I'd say errors will happen at some point. But I would say first, at least 10 minutes. If you can get through the first 10 minutes, just nice and clean. Maybe one penalty at most. But it needs to be clean. First 10 minutes, and then after that, maybe start to open up a little bit. Team who finishes top gets a home kit and home changing rooms. Alright, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, that makes sense. Okay. Few moments to go. A few final warm-ups from each side. So, For one run through of the team list before we get started, in the backs for Hull Kingston Rovers, they have Morg, Davies, Hiku, Gildart, Burgess, Lewis, and May. The forwards include Sue, McAlorum, Warrior Hargreaves, Hadley, Batchelor, and Minchella. The bench is Lytton, Luckley, Whitbread, and Martin. 18th man is Broadbent. In the backs for Wigan, they have Field, Miskey, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, French, and Smith. The forwards include Byrne, O'Neill, Thompson, Walters, Farrell, and Ellis. The bench is Havard, Insemba, Mago, and Leeming. 18th man is Hill. Hey. Seems harsh on Broadbent. All that work this season gets 18th man. I get it. The problem is, you put him on the bench because he could be versatile. He could play fullback, centre, or wing. There's that option there for versatility. The thing, if McAlorum wasn't playing, you could do that, because then Lytton starts 9 and then Broadbent is like, could just be 14 off the bench. You still make Lytton do 80 minutes, but Broadbent is there for cover and a few different positions and, you know, stamina, speed later on. But, yeah, Gildart's a solid player. Hello, Megan. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to end this poll now. Hull KR's overtaken on the poll. There's an early lead for Wigan. We're about to get underway any second, folks. Come on. Right then, peeps. If you've got an exact score prediction, let me know before we get started. Ahoy, ahoy, looking dapper again. Go KR, smash the pies, says Peter. Howdy, Peter. Good to see you again, sir. 116 peeps in here. If you've got an exact score, let me know. Any second now. 5 seconds to go. My prediction was 20 points to 8 to Wigan. Ladies and gentlemen, the Super League Grand Final. Harry Smith to kick off. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. The Super League Grand Final begins. A kick from Smith, collected by Burgess, hands it off to Sue for the first carry of the game, taking it just over the 10. Stopped by a few defenders there. McAlorum waits at dummy half. Hands it off to Burgess with the next carry. It's up about 5 metres there, still down the left edge of centre field. 150 people in here. Howdy. Jared Warrior Hargreaves in his final game of his career takes it up towards the 20. Best of luck to you, sir. Hope it goes well. No fighting. Next carry. Well, that's Hiku with a haircut there. Fresh trim. Go on, lad. Up towards the 30. McAlorum waits at dummy half. On his left to Minchella. Eating up a few more metres there. Last tackle coming up for KR. 50 seconds gone. No mistakes early on. That's good there. Oh, Michael Lewis charged down from the kick. It is recovered by Burgess. And it's back to 1. Oof. Back to 1. Up towards the 30 again. Gildart with the next carry. So a bit of shenanigans there. Good charge down. Putting KR under pressure. Lewis specifically. Because it was played out. They recovered it. They've got a fresh set of 6. Inside their own half. 1 minute 15 gone. Third tackle in centre field. McAlorum on his right to Davies. So plenty of players so far. Getting a few touches of the ball nice and early. Getting them into it. Building the confidence. McAlorum on his right to Batchelor. Definitely sharing the love early on in this game. Up towards halfway. Minute and a half gone. Last tackle. The ball comes out. And the referee's going to say it's a mistake from the Robins on the halfway line. They'll turn over the ball to Wigan Warriors. Yep. Just couldn't plant that ball properly. I didn't see any interference there. Drop goal at the end of first half. The difference. Oh, don't say drop goal. Don't say drop goal in front of Dingle if he's still here. Don't say it. So Wigan will get their first possession of the game. 2 minutes on the clock. So after the charge down, they actually still restrict KR to the halfway line. So good defensive work. Don't want this game decided by a video ref saying no try or try because the cams are shit. I get you. So scrum for Wigan on halfway. Smith will feed the ball in a second. Feeds it in. O'Neill on his right to Adam Kieran. Played in 2 grand finals before. 1-1, lost 1. Lost it with the Catalans. I think it was against Wigan, I think. I know Saints beat Catalans in the grand final, so it might have been against Saints. I'm not too sure. Anyway, they're on KR's 40. O'Neill, right at centre field. Then on his left to Byrne. Final game in a Wigan jersey before he joins Warrington next year. Just over 30 metres out in centre field. Left to Walters. Possibly the tallest bloke on the pitch. Maybe. Is he 6'7", 6'8", something like that? O'Neill goes right to Ellis. Slightly wayward. Collected by Farrell. And he's going to play this about 25 metres out on the last tackle, right of centre field. O'Neill on his left to Smith. Under a bit of pressure, gets the kick away. Just right at the post. Morg, Burgess underneath it. Goes up, comes down with it cleanly. Stopped roughly on the 10. Kieran brings him down. That looked forward there. That looked a mile forward. We're going to play on. Davies with the next carry up towards the 30. Was that Whitbread actually on? Who was that they gave it to? Just missed it. KR just over the 30. Down the left edge now with Dean Hadley. Up towards the 40. 2 tackles to go. Come on, Wigan, says Craig. And Warrior Hargreaves stopped just short of halfway. Last tackle for the Robins. Nearly 4 minutes gone. McAlorum shoots it left to Mikey Lewis. Under zero pressure this time. Gets the kick away down the left edge. Collected on the full. On the 10. My J Field has to fall onto his front. Gives it to Miskey. And eats up a few metres through centre field. They'll play this 15 out from their own try line. Can KR keep them pinned back? Can they keep the discipline? We will see. Marshall making the dream team. Not sure if I agree. Would have put Joe Burgess in there instead. But he still made it. With the next carry up towards the 20. Wardle. Likely going to be part of the England setup as well this year. He's going to play this for O'Neill, just short of the 30. Thompson with the next carry. He's been fantastic since he's come back in. A few metres shy of the 40, down the right edge of the field. O'Neill waits at dummy half. On the 4th, shoots it left to Smith. Early kick on the 4th here. 40-20 attempt, over the head of Burgess. Decent angle, distance wasn't too bad, but Burgess there to collect it. Takes it up towards his own 30. Dragged back 2 or 3 metres there by 3 Wigan defenders. Farrell, O'Neill and Kieran. All there to help out. 5 minutes gone. Gildart with the next carry. Back over the 30. Guessing you agree with Conor Man of Steel? I don't actually know. I'm not convinced with any of the 3 finalists. Because I could make an argument for all of them. So, I really don't know. I can't pick one. And there's been a mistake from Sue. There's been a mistake. Just over 5 minutes gone. Turns over the ball inside his own territory. Let's have a look at this. Oh, no, it wasn't Sue, actually. It was Davies. My bad. Sue might have been hit high. JD's mentioning a HIA incoming. I'll have to have a look. See if they show a replay. 5 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. Davies with the mistake. So they can't keep doing this. Turn over the ball twice inside the first 5.5 minutes. We'll see, JD, we'll see. So it's a scrum for Wigan, just over 30 metres out. 6 minutes on the clock, fed into the scrum by Smith. O'Neill back to Smith on his left. Shoots it to Field. Don't give him room to run. Wrapped up by Hickey. That's a good tackle. Stopped just short of 20. Plays it for Marshall near the left touchline. On his right to Smith. Now with Ellis in centre field. Straightens up, takes a carry back over the 30. 6 minutes 20 on the clock. O'Neill in centre field. Right to Thompson. Straightens up. He carries it a few metres shy of the 20. Hadley in the tackle with JWH. He's going to play this on the 20 for O'Neill. Still plenty of tackles to go. French goes left to Smith. Bit of space down the left here, possibly. Field across to Wardle. Can he slip off a defender? Just about, but he's stopped 9 metres out near the left touchline. 2 tackles to go for Wigan. Marshall now with Smith. They don't want to give away a 6 again here. Walters down the left edge. Stopped about 12 metres out. Last tackle for Wigan. Maybe just a chip to the corner here. Not that much space in the in-goal area, but we'll see. Smith chips towards the right-hand side of the field. On about the 10. Batted back by Kieran. Farrell across to French. Back inside to Farrell. Can't quite collect it. Knocks on just in front of the try line. So close from Liam Farrell. So close. So close. Great early chance for Wigan there. Bevan French getting around Mikey Lewis. Chucks the ball back inside. Farrell just can't keep a hold of that ball. Best chance of the game for Wigan so far. Quite lively, quite exciting, but KR need to be cleaner in possession. It is deadly in goal. Somebody could end their careers down there. They've got to be careful. Hull KR in possession. 7 minutes 45 on the clock. It's with Batchelor. He carries up towards KR's own 40. Only the second tackle. Now in centre field with Minchella. Out the back to May. Then across to Lewis. Bit of room here down the left-hand side. This is good meters here from KR. Gildart nearly in touch. Gets the offload away to Burgess. Still going. Cutting back towards the middle. And he's eventually stopped inside Wigan territory. So best field position of the game so far for the Robins. Bit of an entanglement there. Burgess and O'Neill. O'Neill needs to be careful not to give away a 6 again. Needs to be careful. McElroy gets an offload. Sue collects it. They're wanting a penalty, the KR fans. They certainly want one, but they're not going to get one. It's on halfway. Warrior Hargreaves up towards Wigan's 40. Last tackle, 8.5 minutes gone. Best territory of the game so far for the Robins. McElroy left to Lewis. Kicks from Wigan's 40. Chips towards the back left. Field underneath this one. Collects cleanly. Cuts back towards the middle. Bit of room to run. Stopped on his own 10. A lot of work for Wigan to do now. So KR had a chance to keep Wigan pinned back here before. And then they turned over the ball a few minutes later. So they've got to stay disciplined, keep them pinned back here. Smith will scoot from dummy half. Makes about 5 metres. 15 out from their own try line. 9 minutes gone. Marshall with the next carry. May shooting out the line, or was that Hiku? I think it was May. I think he's got the little bit on the back of his hair. Yes, he does. O'Neill on the 20. Hands it off to Byrne on his right. Eats up a few metres there through centre field. O'Neill on the last goes left to Smith. He has to kick from his own 20. That's a great defensive set from the Robins. Swirling ball knocked backwards by Morg. Takes it over the 30. Now in centre field. 35 out from his own try line. So he did definitely drop that backwards. It's all good. It's all good. Davies with the next carry. A few metres shy of halfway. Still plenty of tackles to go in this set for Hull KR. Hiku with the next carry takes it inside Wigan territory again. So they're building some good field position now. The Robins have just got to keep this up. Execute cleanly. Stay well disciplined as well. Warrior Hargreaves with the carry down the left edge over the Wigan 40. 10 minutes gone. 2 tackles to go. It's with Mikey Lewis in centre field. Pops it up to Sue. He's stopped just short of Wigan's 30. Last tackle now. McElroy left to Lewis. Kicks from Wigan's 30 towards the back left again. Kieran trying to shield there. And it's a collision with JWH and French collected by Field. What's the referee called here? Penalty for Wigan. The contact from JWH was pretty strong. It was looking like it was kind of leading with the shoulder. I'd need to see it again though. So French is going in for it. Yeah, Warrior Hargreaves he goes straight in with the shoulder there. That is a fair penalty. He's lucky it's shoulder to shoulder. He's very lucky it's shoulder to shoulder. If that hits a head, I think he's gone for 10. So, and who knows with Super League, it could be the rest of the game. Who knows? But yeah, penalty is fair. So kick into touch for Wigan. Miski gives it to Kieran. He taps, gives it to French, switches back to Farrell. And for the first tackle of this set, he is stopped on his own 40. Just over 11 minutes gone. O'Neill down the right edge goes left to Byrne. Hits Sue, spins, and makes an extra metre or 2. Wigan just a few metres shy of halfway. O'Neill on his left to Smith. Across to Walters. Now takes it over the halfway line, just about. Basically plays it on the halfway line. O'Neill on his right to Thompson. Stopped on KR's 40. 2 tackles to go. O'Neill goes right to Ellis. Out the back to French. Chips the ball towards the back right. Not really much of a chase there. Trying to pin them back. It's not a great kick. French and Lewis need to score 2 tries. I saw that bet before. I was literally looking at bets to place and I saw that bet. I thought, there's no way. There's no way they both get 2 tries. But a mistake from the Robins. They turn over the ball to Wigan. 15 metres out from the try line. I just missed it. I apologise. Let's see. Yeah, Morg lose the ball in the tackle. I would say there's no strip there. I think that's okay. Wigan 15 metres out. Slightly left to centre field. Thompson stopped just short of the 10. Great chance for points here for Wigan. 11 metres out. O'Neill short side left to Smith. Pops up to Wardle. Has an option out the back to Field, but chose not to use him. 8 metres out left of the post. O'Neill goes right to Smith. Launched it right to French. Steps again. Clipped by Sue. Is eventually stopped in centre field. 15 metres out. O'Neill goes left to field. Pops up to Walters on his left. Then to Wardle. May have been forward. Tries to get an offload. Collected by Marshall. Cuts back towards the middle. Kicks the ball through. Chase from Bevan French. French is there. French puts the ball down. Slides over the in-goal area. This could be a try for Wigan. Tries given on field. Video ref will have a look. Probably checking onside, offside. But this could be first points of the day for Wigan. I think it's okay. Grounding looked fine. I was looking at the kick. I kind of saw it coming. I think French was okay. I think this is going to be a try, but we'll see. Marshall kicks from the 10. Yeah, French is like at least 4 metres onside. That's being safe. At least 4 metres onside. So the collection is completely fine. The grounding, just want to make sure it's all good. Grounding. Oh! He's dropped it! No, he's dropped it! He's dropped it. I'm sure he has. He's dropped it. There is separation. Yeah, you can't give that. That is going to be no try. That is going to be no try. Oh my God, 13 minutes gone, still no points. Wigan, they've had 2 great opportunities. Fantastic opportunities. Farrell couldn't quite keep hold of the ball earlier. French just drops it. There's a chance that, like, based on that frame, I don't know, that frame looks blurry. I'm pretty sure he's dropped it. This angle we're on now, I think, shows clear separation. Yeah, okay. That's no try. I think he's going to give it as no try. I'm glad. I'm glad. Nothing silly. NRL would have overturned this 2 minutes ago. Am I still replaying it so many times? Well, they've got better cameras, to be fair. That's a huge help. You're in the stand with the KR fans with your friend. Very nice, Jack. Very nice. Well, KR fans are definitely happy. God, I was convinced that was a try. The grounding looked fine from where I was, but on review, it is a drop. So that's going to be a 7-tackle set. Wow. Wow. Okay. Old Kingston Rovers with a 7-tackle set. Could possibly march up the field now. Maybe do some damage to Wigan. Hiku plays it. On the 30 now for Minchella. Straightens up. Takes a carry up towards the 40. McElaurin on the second. Short side right to Hiku. Strong carry, making a few extra metres there. And that's 14 minutes gone. McElaurin, short side right to Morg. Steps off his right foot, but he's wrapped up by Smith. That's a good tackle there. French almost with a try. Almost. KR shifting it left on halfway. May out the back to Lewis. Good metres down the left edge. Across to Gildart. Needs a break here, possibly. Or could possibly get a break is what I meant to say. 20 metres out now. Last tackle, Lewis on the 20. Engage the line. Chips it towards the back left. Burgess. 5 out, goes up. Gets an offload to Gildart. He's eventually pushed into touch. Good little effort there from KR. A bit of blood on the face of Abbas Miski. He's a tough cookie. I think he'll carry on. It's a great collection and offload from Burgess. Little sneaky little moment there from KR. Almost, but Wigan dealing with that one, getting him into touch. To be fair, even if it is like a 1-0 game, like round 1, if it stays like this, it's still a hell of a grand final. If it stays like this, I don't care what the score is. Oh, we got Miski down at the moment. Slow to get up. So there was a bit of blood coming from... I think he had possibly a gash on his eyebrow, something like that. But they're going to check him. So, clock stopped at the moment. 15 minutes and 7 seconds. We've got Nout going on, folks. Nout. Hey! Drop goal territory. Stop, Peter. Stop. What's JWH done now? Let me see. I don't even know if it was him. It could have been. He can end everyone's careers. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Was it actually JWH that... I didn't see the contact. I just saw Miski down. Don't look settled. Oh, for God's sake. I knew that was coming, Peter. I knew that was coming. Oh, it's McAlorum. It was McAlorum. JWH looking at it was like, the hell have I done, mate? It wasn't JWH. It was McAlorum. If it's not one, it's the other. I thought it was McAlorum. They're saying it was a penalty against JWH. Okay, interesting. It was shoulder to the head for a McAlorum, wasn't it? Anyway, it's a penalty for Wigan. But it was McAlorum that made the contact with it. Okay. JWH basically did nothing there. I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, just over 15 minutes gone. Give us a smile, Pete. Give us a smile. So Wigan in possession off the back of a penalty. Byrne smashed into, stopped just short of his own 40. I don't even know, JD. I don't have a clue. In centre field with Ellis. Takes it up towards the 40 and a few metres over it. Good carry there. 15.5 minutes on the clock. O'Neill in centre field. Will go left to Smith. Then on his left to Walters. Inside KR territory. Litton. Splashing a bit of water on his face. He's ready to come on very soon. Nearly got first try. Nearly. On the back to French. Wrapped up by Mikey Lewis. Good defensive work there. Up towards the 40 now with Thompson. Last tackle coming up for Wigan. 16 minutes gone. O'Neill. Short side left to Smith. Kicks from KR's 40. Plenty of height. Not much distance towards the back left though. Comes down 15 out from the try line. Bounces backwards towards Wigan. And then bounces into touch between the 30 and 20. It's going to be a KR ball. It's not a great kick on the last there from Smith. It's not great. But it will be KR's ball. There's a hand over there. But good tackle before from Mikey Lewis. Getting French wrapped up. Good stuff. So, KR now in possession on their own 30. Hiku with the next carry. Makes about 5 metres down the right edge of the field. And Litton is now on. So just less than 17 minutes gone. And there's already a change there for KR. Litton adding a bit of pace to the ruck there. On the 40, played by JWH. He goes left to Minchella. Now left to May. They made some good meters down this left-hand side. May bumps off one on the halfway line. Cutting back towards the middle. Oh, that could be a penalty. Tip beyond the horizontal. It is. So O'Neill, oof, he gets dragged off. Mikey Lewis trying to start a fight. What are you doing, Mikey? And there's scraps.
Oh, what about that? Send him!
Yeah, that's for red cards. That's for red cards. We'll see. We'll see. I didn't see any punches. I need to watch a replay. But O'Neill flips a player, basically. That looked dangerous. He could be off for 10. And then we'll have to see the afters. There's a bit going on here, folks. There's a bit going on. Pretty sure Mikey punched. We'll have to see. I just hope if there's any cards here that it's like even. Oof. That was... Oh, would they say that's on the head? Maybe. The tip there from O'Neill. There's a lot to look at. There's a lot to look at. I think O'Neill's at least going to go for 10. I've got a feeling he's at least gone for Simbin here. So JWH puts basically a hand into O'Neill's face, but I don't see a punch in it. I'm looking for a punch. Like, I'm looking. I can't see any punches in there. Anything worthy of a yellow from KR. I think that should just be a straight yellow for O'Neill. I can't see anything. Okay, there's basically a slap in the face from JWH into Kieran. Or O'Neill, sorry. I've got a feeling this will be... What's the red for, Alex? Like, what are you saying the red's for? Okay, I reckon O'Neill's going to be gone for 10 here. I hope it's not a red. I hope it's not a red. Just for the occasion, Harry. Just for the occasion. Please don't be a red. Don't be a red. Oh, 10. Okay, it's going to be...
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless git, Campbell. You dickhead.
Okay. That's fine. I understand punishment. I get it. Completely fine. Completely fine. I just don't want the game completely ruined by a red card. This is why I suggested what I suggested before, is that if O'Neill's sent off for 10, or sent off for the game, they're down a man for 20 minutes, but he's replaced later on and they lose a player. Because you ruin a grand final by one player's actions. I don't think that's fair. So, I would change that personally, but, you know, not everyone agrees. If that's a league game, he's gone there. Possibly Finn, you might be right. Which team got the yellow? It's O'Neill. I've put the little marker, the yellow card next to O'Neill. So Wigan are now down to 12 men for the next 10 minutes. What have KR got in their lockers here? He's with May on his right to Sue. He's going to be stopped just short of Wigan's 30. Lytton in centre field, goes left to Minchella. Switches back to Hadley, takes it over the 30, pumping his legs. He's going to be stopped 25 metres out, just left to centre field. Lytton waits a dummy half, 18.5 on the clock. So with Mikey Lewis, looking right, switches back to JWH. Stopped on the 20 in centre field. Lytton waits again, 3 tackles to go. Inside the red zone, Lytton goes right to Minchella, right to May. Now with Morg, pops it up to Hiku. He's going to be wrapped up near the right touchline, 15 metres out. 2 tackles to go for the Robins. On his left now to May, then to Lytton, back towards centre field, shoots it out the back to Mikey Lewis. He's going to go himself, steps right inside. Mikey Lewis is going to go in. Are they giving it? And that's going to be a try for the Robins. The first points, few early mistakes, gifting territory to Wigan. But off the back of a sin bin, mistake from O'Neill there, you know, silly mistake. Goes off for 10, bit more room in that defensive line there. Mikey Lewis doing a bit of damage. Look at him go. And there we go. First points for the Robins. Hey, that's going to be 4-0. I will wait for the kick. Even though I think it was right in front of the post, I'll just wait for it. Just to make sure. So Wigan need to be careful that this doesn't go... doesn't get out the... get out their reach. That's what I was trying to say. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. 20 minutes on the clock. First quarter is done. 4-0 for KR. I believe he grounded it in between the sticks. I didn't quite see, but yeah, this will be 6-0 in a second very shortly. Yeah, Mikey Lewis, there we go. First try scorer. Could have been Farrell, could have been French, but it's Mikey Lewis. Being in a pub with people who want KR to win can really change your mind. Fair enough. So the kick from Arthur Morg right in front of the posts to make this 6-0 in a second, which he should do. And the kick from Morg is good. That is going to be 6-0, folks. KR with the 6-0 lead. quite a few ex-SE fans that I know are in that Rovers end right now. Really? Interesting. Interesting. Well, you don't have to pick a side, Dingle. You don't have to pick one. Wigan still have this, says Finn? Okay. All right. We'll see. Okay. Hull KR back in possession on their own 10, but they do still have the extra man. Not sure how much time we've lost so far. I'd say 4 minutes, maybe a little bit less. On the 10, it's now with JWH. Carries it up towards the 20 for the Robins. 21.5 minutes gone. Just over the 20. It's a good carry there from Warrior Hargreaves. Really good carry. Lytton at dummy half. In centre field, Scoots. Bit of space behind the ruck there. Good meters. A few metres shy of the 40. Mikey Lewis waiting at 9. Goes left to Minchella. He straightens up. Takes a carry a few metres shy of the halfway line. Flicks the ball on for an offload though. All the way back to the 40. Hadley has to play this ball for Lytton on the last tackle. They go left to Lewis, the try scorer. Engage the line. They could have a go here if they want to, but no. Chips it towards the back left. Field underneath it. Collects cleanly. 15 out from his own try line. He is stopped by Mikey Lewis. Batchelor and JWH there to help out. So with Miskey, Hadley jams out the line. Gets him stopped. Plenty of defenders in the tackle. Wigan with a lot of work to do now. On the back foot at the moment. 22 minutes and 22 seconds gone. It's now with Wardle. Stopped just short the 30. Good defensive set here from the Robins as well. Limited meters. Leeming with a scoot from dummy half. Only makes a few meters there. 2 tackles to go. They could go for an early kick if they want to. Thompson, actually a dummy half. Scoots. Bumps off one. Takes over the 40. Oh. Was that last that was last tackle? The tackle count didn't update on screen, so I thought they had 2 more to go. It was last tackle. Scoop from Thompson. Carries it through centre field. Turns over the ball inside Wigan's own territory. Damn. Okay. Tackle count did not update. It was still on. It was just wasn't updating. We had the old version. So KR in possession, just over 23 minutes gone. 35 metres out. Minchella switches back to Hadley. Stopped just short of the 30. Lytton in centre field. Goes right to May. Pops it up to Batchelor on his right. I'm sure he is, Sam. I'm sure he is. What a guy. 20 metres out. In centre field now with Minchella. Stop 15 metres out. In centre field, Lytton. 2 tackles to go. Left to May. Steps off his left. Cuts back towards the right. Launches it right to Hiku. Cuts back towards the middle slightly. Looking for an offload possibly. Stop 12 metres out right at the post. Last tackle for KR. 24 minutes on the clock. Lytton fakes left. Goes short side right to May. Wants to kick through possibly. Pops it up to Sue. Spins. He's going to be stopped a metre short of the try line. And that's where they'll turn over the ball. Not a bad place to turn it over at all here from the Robins. Not a bad place at all. Walters will play this. And it's now with Marshall with the first carry. The ball pops out. And it's a knock-on. Turn over the ball to the Robins. 5 metres out. Damn. Great chance for KR to hit double digits in a second. Marshall with the mistake. Let's have a look. Slightly high contact, but that is because he is dipping, basically. He is dropping. Warrior Hargreaves with the second contact. I think it's okay, but the ball pops out. I think they are possibly checking, not a HIA, but just, having a quick look at Marshall to make sure he's all right. So it's a scrum for the Robins on the 10. Inside Wigan territory, they feed the ball in. Lytton, left to Lewis. Across to Morg, trying to get around Kieran. He's wrapped up. Stopped 9 metres out. Near the left touch line. Gildart on his right to Lewis. Switches back to Warrior Hargreaves. 4 defenders in the tackle. He's stopped on the 10. Second tackle, Litton. Launches it right to Minchella. Pops it across to May. There's a jam in from Smith, but it's over the top to Davies. We can get across. Cuts back inside slightly. Stopped 9 metres out. Possibly 8 near the right touchline. That could have been a 6 again there, but it's not given. Hiku launches it left to Morg. Out the back to May. Now in centre field. Launches it left to Lewis. Bit of depth down the left. It's with Gildart. Then across to Burgess in the corner. Dives in. That looked all good. They want to check it. I think that's all good there. That could be a try for the Robins again. Video ref will check. On-field decision is a try. I think that's all good. We'll have a gander. It's close to the touchline. Fair enough. But I think that's all good. Wigan will be struggling with the man down for now. We'll have to see what they can do when they come back, when he gets back on. Do they want to check obstruction somewhere else as well? I don't know. Let's see. Let's have a look. So lead run there from Martin. No, Kieran commits to that. That's all good. Yeah, Kieran completely commits to the lead runner. The grounding from Burgess is... That's all good. That's going to be a try for the Robins. Important kick coming up. Every point matters. Yep, he's miles in the air as well, so that's all good. Well, they've already scored more points than I predicted they'd get, which is fair enough. Of course, the sin bin will help, but they've still looked pretty good, pretty lively. And that's going to be a confirmed try for the Robins. They will hit double digits. There we go. 10-0 with a kick to come. Important points here. It's going to be Morg, I think. Or is it Martin? I think it'll be Martin. If he's on. I think he is. Well, we're still checking Balls My Blood. This 50 replay shite. Yeah, that's probably still taking a bit longer than it needed to. That was pretty quick check, really. Bonus if we somehow win. So you'll take getting to the grand final. You'll take scoring double digits. Doesn't matter if you lose. Interesting, Alex. Interesting. So O'Neill, I think, has got maybe just less than 2 minutes to go. Somewhere in that range. 2 minutes or less on the sin bin. Martin with a conversion near the touchline. 27 minutes on the clock. Steps up. And the kick is... no good. It stays 10-0 for Hull Kingston Rovers. Just left of the post. I don't know why Kieran still commits to Martin. He sees the ball go out the back. But he still commits to him. I don't know what Kieran's doing there. Now, it was slowed down. When I say that, it was slowed down. But that's going to be 10-0. O'Neill should be back on any second now, actually. He should be. If I remember correctly. But it is 10-0. KR in possession on their own 10. Strong carry from Burgess, the latest try scorer, up towards the 20. 28 minutes on the clock. Litton on his right to Whitbread. He's had a great year this year, actually, Whitbread. Plays it just short of 30. Litton left to Martin. Good meters up towards the 40. Might be part of the PNG squad. We'll have to see. Still waiting on them to announce it. Hadley with the latest carry. Stopped just short of halfway. Last tackle for the Robins. Left to Mikey Lewis. Kicks down the left edge. And O'Neill will come back on. Or they are done with the sin bin. So there we go. It's back to 13 on 13. What can Wigan do here? French on his left to Marshall. Takes a carry through centre field. Stopped just over his own 20. O'Neill on his right to Kieran. Only makes a couple metres. So KR restricting the metres really well here. O'Neill on his left to Havard. Just over the 30. 29 minutes on the clock. Right to Ellis. I think Wigan probably could have done with shifting the ball there. Ellis pushed all the way back to his own 30. Last tackle for Wigan. O'Neill out the back to Smith on his left. Kicks towards the left touchline. Making Davies track back. Collects it 15 out from his own try line. He returns this over his own 30. So not a bad place to start set here. 29.5 minutes gone. Nsemba is also on for Wigan. Hiku with the next carry up towards the 40. Now we're Batchelor down the right-hand side of the field. Nsemba brings him down with Smith. Just short of halfway. 3 tackles to go. Now with Minchella. Shifting left to May. Across to Lewis. Good meters down the left edge again. Room to run for Mikey Lewis. Oh, almost through. Good tackle there from Adam Kieran. Gets him down on the 30. It's now with May. 2 tackles to go. Shoots it left to Gildart near the left touchline. Tries to shimmy his way through. Stopped 10 metres out. Next to the touchline. Burgess on the last. Scoots and is stopped 6 metres out from the try line. Maybe didn't hear Mikey Lewis calling for it, possibly. But still, they turn the ball over inside the 10. Miskey with the first carry, stopped on his own 10. KR doing really well with field position here. Marshall with the next carry, spins, still pumping his legs, making a few more metres there, makes about 7 or 8 metres. O'Neill, left to Walters, over the 20. KR committing plenty of defenders to the tackles here. Should likely have a bit more energy after that sin bin for Wigan. Now with Havard. Up towards the 30. I think Wigan might just need to start moving the ball around here. They don't need to force it, but just use the width. Right to French. Out the back to Field. God, he'd love a break, wouldn't he? Stopped on the halfway line. Martin with the tackle. Last tackle here for Wigan. O'Neill over on the right edge. Back towards the middle with Smith. Drills it low. And will find touch. It's not a bad kick, actually. That's all right. 31.5 minutes on the clock. Slows the game down a little bit. Gives Wigan a break. That's not a bad kick. That's all right, actually. That's all right. They just need a rest for a bit. I think if Wigan can go into the sheds 10-0 down, I think they'll absolutely take that. So KR in possession, just over their own 20. Lytton, short side right to Hiku, over the 30. A few extra metres as well. Gets an offload too. Collected by Batchelor. O'Neill gets him down. Farrell and Smith to help out just over the 30. Second tackle for the Robins. Lytton waits. Left to Whitbread. Bumps off one. Makes a few extra metres. Spins. And is eventually brought down just short of the 40. Lytton again at dummy half. Right to Hadley. Taking it over the 40. In centre field. 2 tackles to go. And there's no clock on screen. Great. You just knew it was going to happen. Mikey Lewis. Past one. Then stopped by Walters just inside Wigan territory. Last tackle. Lewis a little bit slow to get up, but he's all good. Left to Lytton. He kicks on the last. Field underneath it. Collects it. 15 out from his own try line. And he stopped just short of his own 20. At this point, is it Sky's issue or the RFL issue? It's Sky's issue. The clock's back on. 33 minutes gone. Marshall with a carry through centre field. A few metres shy of the 30. Wigan need a good set here. They really need a good set to get up the field. Wardle down the left edge. Over the 30. O'Neill. Right to Ellis. In centre field. Could have gone out the back. Look for an offload maybe. Tries to offload it. Picked up by Mikey Lewis. And they turn over the ball to the Robins. Just less than 40 metres out. Mikey Lewis slow to get up here. A bit of pushing and shoving between a few players. The Robins 30 metres out. God, if they score again, fans will go mental. Lytton switches back to Whitbread. He's going to be stopped about 27 metres out, but he's pushed back a few metres on towards the 30. Lytton goes right to Minchella. Pops it out the back to May. Then flat pass across to Batchelor. Slides on his front up towards the 20. Hiku on his left to Minchella. Fakes the ball out the back and straightens up. Takes it just over the 20. Plays it in centre field for Lytton in a second now. Last tackle, Lytton. Left to May. Out the back to Lewis. 3 versus 3 down the left touchline. Steps back inside. Steps again. And is tackled inside the 10. So again, not a bad place to turn the ball over. You could say drop goal. You could do. I would say keep going for tries now. I'd say if it's like literally the last play and you're down this end of the field, then go for one. But save it till then. Oof, possible high shot on Marshall. No penalty called though. It's still play on. No 6 against either. It's now with Havard. Up towards the 20 for Wigan. Still great defensive sets here from the Robins. Great defensive sets. O'Neill on his left to Nsemba. Hickey was shooting out the line. Oh, that was May, sorry. He was shooting out the line. Knocked onto his backside, though. Nsemba plays it on the 30. O'Neill goes right to Ellis. Straightens up. Pumping his legs. Stopped a few metres shy of the 40. Yeah, there's no 6 against yet in this game. Somehow. Smith with a bomb from behind the 40. Could be a swirling ball here for Morg. A lot of hang time. Collects it. 15 out from his own try line. Takes it over the 20. Up towards the 30. Stopped by French, Farrell, and I think that's Walters. I think that was Walters. Davies with the next carry through centre field. KR in possession on the halfway line. Short side right to Morg. Good meters up towards the 14, just over it. 4 minutes to go in this first half. It's now with Lytton. Shoots it left to Minchella. Out the back to May. Now down the left edge. Pops it across to Martin. It's going to get wrapped up just short of the 30. Last tackle for the Robins. Lytton goes left to Lewis. Chips the ball towards the back left. Field goes up, collects cleanly, and there is a penalty for Wigan. I think he was tackled in the air, possibly. So this is huge for Wigan. They need to get up the field. They've been really struggling to get out their own end for the last at least 10 minutes, possibly more. I can't even remember when this started, but at least 10 minutes, surely. Well, they needed that. Just a little lapse there from Gildart. So Wigan can get up the field with a fresh set. They'll start a fresh set about 35 out from their own try line. There's a tap from Kieran. And it's now with Farrell. Stopped on his own 40. Just less than 3 minutes to go in this first half. Now with Havard. Spins. Stopped just short of halfway. So they'll finally get back inside KR's territory. In centre field with Smith. Right to field, almost wrapped up. He is wrapped up. Great tackle there from Minchella. It's right to French. Wants to switch back to Farrell. Gives it. Still stepping, still going. Wants an offload. Gets one. It's now with Field. Left to Smith. Left to Nsemba. Trying to get around Hiku. Bumped straight into him. He's bumped off, actually. Good defence there from KR. Stopped on halfway. 2 tackles to go. Now it's Smith. Across to Walters. Stopped on halfway again, or just short. So still, even with the penalty, they make 15 metres at most. A kick on the last day from Smith. Plenty of hang time again. Morgan underneath it. Collects cleanly. Up towards his own 20. In centre field, and he's brought down. So just less than 2 minutes to go. It's now with Burgess. Stopped on his own 30. Lewis waits at dummy half. 1 minute 35 to go. It's with Davies. Lytton, short side right to Batchelor. Picked up, slammed down by Smith, just short of halfway. Over on the right edge of the field. Lytton waiting. Scooting from dummy half. Over the halfway line. Smith gets a hold of him, pushes him into ground again. 1 minute 10 seconds to go. May at dummy half goes left to Lewis. Last tackle, kicks from the halfway line. Towards the back left, Miskey underneath it, collects cleanly on his own 10. Cuts back towards the middle. Makes up a few more metres. Up towards the 20. 50 seconds to go, Wigan in possession. They might see out this first half. It's with Marshall. Picked up slightly. Making a few decent metres though. 40 seconds to go. O'Neill goes right to Kieran. A few metres shy of the 40. Are Wigan going to have a go here? Will they spread the ball? Kieran complaining about something. Eventually plays it. Goes left to Ellis. Now with Smith. Across the field. Bit of room to run possibly. Left to Wardle. Trying to get around Hiku. Can he? Just about. Offloads it to Field. Bit of room to run. Chips over the top. Wants to chase. But it is accidental offside. Davies puts a hand up to stop the kick. It is collected by Martin. So Wigan want to get a move on here. 10 seconds to go. They could try and go for a penalty. It's a long-range penalty. Or they'll try and go for one plate. Maybe get at least 4 points on the board. Not sure what they're going to do. What are they going to do? It would make sense if they went for 2 here. It's a tough one. It's roughly where... Is this roughly where Saints would have had to take the 2 if they did? No, I think they were a bit further back, actually. So the hooter has sounded. I'm just not sure what Wigan chose to do. Right, just waiting on the final moments here. We're taking a while, so I assume they are going for the 2. Accidental offside shouldn't be a thing. Charge down should make it fair ball. I don't know about that. Because the charge down is already basically a free knock on. But then allowing a player that's in an offside position to be able to pick the ball up, I don't think is fair. Because if you have one player like jamming out the line very quickly, another player goes for the charge it down, and someone in front of him goes and picks it up because they got a lucky bounce. I think that's could be a bit dodgy. Kieran's going to go for the 2 here. Kieran will go for the 2. This is a tough one. It's going to be about 45 metres out, near the first left side hash. Can he make it 10-2? Adam Kieran, eyeing this one up. He definitely can get this one. Angle's not too bad at least, just distance is tricky. Steps up and the kick is... The kick's good. All right, folks. Well, that is going to be 10-2. First points of the day for Wigan. They needed that. It's not much. It's still, 2-score game. But I think they needed that just mentally as well. Probably a good thing for them, making sure they do get points on the board. But that is going to be half-time. Hull Kingston Rovers 10, Wigan Warriors 2. Norman is in there. Yes, where's Norman Finkelstein for the grand final stats? Well, Paul put a message in before. I meant to read it. There's a serious argument to shut the Aussies and start the Man of Steel, Jake Connor, Mikey Lewis, purely based on form. I understand the argument. I completely get the argument. But for me, I don't know if it's the right call. I don't know. We'll finish 20-10 a week. Look at Alex go again. Wigan right wing is way too open. Yeah, I think KR's doing a good job making metres down that left edge. When they're inside the midfield and they're moving the ball, they're doing a good job making metres. So Wigan's right edge defence needs to be careful. I do think Wigan needs to start spreading the ball around a little bit more, just generally. Norman. For those that are new to the channel and don't know, we created a character called Norman Finkelstein. He's an American older gentleman who went to MIT, and he's in charge of the success probability percentages for the conversions in Super League. And he talks like this. So, if you ever hear about Norman, that's who we're talking about. He's just a character. Don't worry about it. Okay. Where are we at for subs now, actually? 13,058. Thank you very much, folks. We have a few more subs. Thank you very much. If you could leave a like on the live stream as well, helps it to get out there to more people. That would be great. Thank you very much. Being positive leaves room for disappointment. Wow. I will put a poll up for half-time. Who will win? So, I love how every time, Daryl, you always pop in, like, the name first. Like, you always just come in with just your name. I love that. Even though we can see it, you always do it. What a guy. Still think Wigan can come back here? I agree. Taking a bit out of him, losing O'Neill for 10 minutes. Fair enough, Alex. I do get it. I completely get it, because it's a grand final and it's Wigan, so you never know. You never know. Should have been red. I can understand the red. I'm glad it wasn't, because I don't want it to ruin a final, and I gave you my solution before what I'd want to do instead. But, yeah. Ah, well. I'm just checking my spam emails. This is interesting. I got an email from Aisha Al-Gaddafi. Hi, I'm pleased to use this medium to open a mutual communication with you and ask for your permission and acceptance to partner with you to invest in your country. I'm sending this message to you from Oman in the city of Muscat. Aisha Al-Gaddafi is my name. I'm presently living in Oman. I'm a widow and a single mother with 3 children, the only biological daughter of the late Libyan president, late Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, and presently I'm under political asylum protection by the Omani government. I have funds worth $27.5 million US. Okay. Which I want to entrust to you for investment project assistance in your country. Willing to negotiate investment/business profit sharing ratio with you based on future investment, earning profits. Need your help to give my children a better future. Well, I thought you had the 27.5 million, Miss Al-Gaddafi. Awaiting your response, more details. Okay. Put a $5 on black and use the rest to buy Cornwall Rugby League Football Club. All right. Well, just you wait. Cornwall next season, they'll be back. No way is that Rugby League Ashes promos on Sky Sports main event. Yes, it is. We're doing Ashes promo. We need to do more today. BBC needs to be on it. And obviously, the RFL needs to be on it. As soon as this game's done, obviously the rest of today, maybe a little bit tomorrow, just talking about the grand final. But after that, basically, from Monday, all guns blazing for the Ashes. Glad it wasn't, but 100% is. Protect the player and all that nonsense, but only a yellow for dropping someone on the head. Well, yeah. Is that a Rovers Facebook follow? It could be, Finn. It could be. Do you think the Farrell missed opportunity will cost Wigan? Look nailed on for a try. That one, I mean, I can understand that one not being a try, Paul. Like, but the Bevan French one should have been. Like, he should have got that ball down without question. But I can understand with Farrell because the ball came at him quickly. French already basically had possession. I think French should have got the try. Good thing you're English and not American. Might have fallen for that otherwise. Maybe, because they did say US dollar. If they said Great British Pounds, I would have fallen for that. Should have said Salford. That's a good point. But they still exist, whereas Cornwall, make Cornwall great again. Totally, we're going to invest in Cornwall. They have so much cream. Put them on the scones. Totally delicious, totally great. My favourite. Forget the jam. We hate jam. We hate jam. Sorry. I like the cream. He's a nice guy. Nice guy. Sorry. Said a few weeks ago we need to use Cricket Ashes as some sort of dual advertising. Maybe. Maybe. Seen the bye round with James Green and their squad. It is going to be tough. Absolutely, Paul. It's a great... I love that it's such a strong squad, though. I was a little bit disappointed with Samoa's squad last year. I know they had... I think it was Stephen Crichton that had a wedding, and then I don't think Brian Toto came over. I think he was in that wedding, and a bunch of other players as well that would have been great to bring. Tonga brought a fairly strong squad from what I recall. But yeah, Samoa's was a bit disappointing. I know they had things they need to do. But yeah, I'm the only player that's... Well, there's a few. Xavier Coates is out from an injury, but at least Josh Adokar comes in. That's a big change. Zach Lomax is out, but Bradman Best comes in. And I love Bradman Best. I think he's fantastic. Walsh is there. Cleary's there. Mitch Moses. Edwards. Cameron Munster. I love that Ethan Strange got in as well. Anyone spotted the Satan gesture yet? I don't know. I don't know where he's sat. I can't remember. I think he's in the shorter stand. I don't know what he's wearing. Maybe a Saints shirt. Who knows? But yeah, I'm glad that Australia, aside from Payne Haas, I wish he just could have stayed with Australia for one more year and then maybe gone to Samoa for the World Cup next year. I don't know, but we'll see. I just wish we could have got Payne Haas over here. And to let you guys know, for streaming, we're not done for the year, actually. So in terms of Rugby League, I'll be streaming the Ashes Game 1 and Game 3. I will be at Game 2. But I'm going to try and make a little vlog video. I'm going with a couple of mates, so I'm going to make a vlog-like video. And post that onto TikTok, possibly YouTube as well, we'll see. But yeah, that's coming. So streaming Game 1 and Game 3 of the Ashes. And then for the Pacific Championships, I'll be streaming every game for that one. Some very early starts. But I'll be streaming every game. And the legend that is Taane Milne is part of the Fiji squad. And I can't wait to see him play again. What a guy. Trumpet for Taane Milne. Hey. Like your suggestion of Hardy get 18th man, not just because I'm an FC fan, lol. He can literally play anywhere, yeah. Oh, for those that aren't in the Discord, you can join the Discord, by the way, if you want to. I did put my own suggested squad in there for the Ashes. I will read through it. I will get some disagreements. I know that. But I'm going to tell you what my squad is. And, yeah. Okay. So, my Ashes squad, I've done it for 22 players. One might have to be dropped. So I've gone with Wellesby at fullback. The back line is Young, Hanley, that's Umaila Hanley, Farnworth and Burgess. Halfbacks are Williams and Smith. Front row is Thompson, Walker and Walmsley. Again, I don't know if Walmsley is retired from international. If he's not picked or has retired from international, Aledzki instead. Back row is Hadley and Nicholson. Nicholson was fantastic for the Raiders. So if you didn't actually see him play, then there you go. And then Knowles at 13. The bench for me is Lewis at 14 as the hooker off the bench. Aledzki if he's there. If not, it's Lees, Mulhern, and then Thomas Burgess, because his size is going to be important. Delaney, Jake Connor, Jake Wardle, and then the last player would have been Ben Curry, but I think because he's injured, it's Hardacre instead. Hardacre can play fullback, centre, in the halves if absolutely necessary, back row and loose forward. So that would be my squad, personally. Aledzki is Polish, but he has played for England. Yeah, Lewis is he's had a good game so far. He's had a pretty good game. Sounds legit, yeah. $27.5 million coming my way. That would get me Mbappe's leg. Probably not even that. What would I even do with his leg? Who knows? Stop. Possibly. We booked some business class to arrive in the UK at 8 p.m. They'll be alright. They'll be fine. They're moaning about it a bit. But, yeah, it'll be alright. The one thing I was told about, though, which I didn't know, is during the World Cup in 2022, with a lot of clubs over in Australia, they probably do it for like NBA and NFL as well, but a lot of clubs in Australia, they have specialists that will schedule when they should fly because of like what's best for them physically before a game, like the timing of the flight, so they can sort out sleep and all that good stuff. Like they calculate everything to get the absolute max out of flights, basically, which is really interesting. Thought they'd have a private jet. So did I. Actually. Well, yeah, business classes, it depends on, well, leg room for one. There's probably something to do with leg room. There's probably something there. And then they'll sort the sleep out. They'll be all right. It's up, it was up to them to at least, like, get prepped properly for this. And if they didn't, it's on them. If they weren't happy with the flight from the RFL, then the RFL should have told them, first of all, what the flights were. And if they didn't like it, then say no. So, do you know what? This is 95% on Australia. It's 5% on the RFL for booking those flights in the first place if they're supposedly bad for Australia. 95% on Australia because they could have chartered a flight, or they could have got their own bloody flights, or said no. So that's on Australia. That's their fault. Should have done Ryanair and a Travelodge? Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry, Harry Grant, your luggage doesn't fit. What made you a Warrington fan? Born in Warrington. My dad's a Wire fan. That's it, really. That's it. Yeah, for those that don't know, I'm a Wire fan. God, I can't wait for the Pacific Championship. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. But yeah, just born here. Lived here all my life. Do you want Wigan or KR to win? I'm not really bothered who wins it. I predicted Wigan to win, so if Wigan wins, fair enough. It makes my prediction percentage on the year better, but I really don't mind who. Trying to tell Isaiah Yo that he used to pay extra for leg room. Yeah. Imagine. Maybe we should just, send Derek Beaumont as our rep, as, the first point of contact. Just Derek, after a few glasses of wine. Or a few Pinot Grigios, something like that. Just send Derek off his nut and fit him all into a bus. Not a luxury coach, just get him on a bus. I've had hopes and dreams and supported Wire. It's never been the same. Well, my dreams shall continue. One day, I shall be blessed by the Rugby League gods. You live in Appleton, Warrington? Live Warrington all your life? Oh, right, fair enough. Appleton. Nice area, Appleton, actually. There's a house in Appleton that's always looked kind of good. I always call it the Addams family house, because it's there's a gate, and it's got that Addams Family style. Did you see Dupree and Trout swap deal? No, I didn't. I did not. Every club needs to contact Derek about a swap deal at 10 p.m. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Whoever scores next wins. I could probably get on board with that, Alex. You lived in Warrington, but support the Pies. Fair enough. It happens. Get out. Tessie Neo for Brad Fash. Imagine. What a guy. Matt Pete's daughter is on your rugby team. Very nice. Very nice. We've got 193 people here. Howdy. If you're not subscribed yet, please do. We're about to get underway any second. It is 10-2 in favour of the Robins, and we are back underway for the second half. So it bobbles a couple times, and it's collected by Marshall on his own 10. You get free tickets. Oh, very nice. Very nice. It's back underway. 10-2 for the Robins. Walters with the next carry of the game, up towards the 20 and just over it for the Wigan Warriors. O'Neill right to Farrell, up towards the 30. Wigan just need to get out of their own end. They need to get out of their own territory. They've been struggling for the last 15-20 minutes of the game. Havard with the next carry up towards the halfway line. And it is left to Smith on the last. Kicks from just behind halfway, down the left edge of the field. Morg underneath it, collects cleanly. And he's going to be stopped on his own 20. What is that horn? It's something Spanish. It's a Spanish horn, but I can't remember what it's from. So KR just over their own 20 now. May waiting at dummy half. Latest carry there from Davies. Plays it for May. Pops it up to Hiku on his left. Carries up towards the 30. 1 minute, 20 minutes gone. 1 minute, 20 minutes. Well done, mate. 1 minute, 20 seconds gone. Well done. Forgot to end this poll as well. So, Whitbread with the latest carry, stop just short of halfway for Hull KR. Litton on the last goes left to Mikey Lewis. Under no pressure really. Gets a kick away. Miskey underneath it. Collects cleanly in front of his own 10. Carries it over his own 20. And a few extra metres as well. Pretty decent. A few metres shy of the 30. French waits at dummy half. On his left then to Kieran. Up towards the 30 now in centre field. 2 minutes gone. Left to Smith. Switches back to Nsemba. Strong carry up towards the 40 down the left edge of the field. Plays it for O'Neill. On his right now to Ellis. Out the back. It's a little bit wayward but collected by Field. That is eventually stopped. So yeah, Wigan not really looking like themselves in this game. The side that we've seen over the last 7 weeks, something like that. Ellis with a carry up towards the 40. Now the last tackle for Wigan. Have you got Sky? Yes, Megan, I do. And a kick on the 40 from Smith. Did I see Smith limp then? Not to alarm anyone, just give me a second. Give me a second. KR are on their own 30. No, he's okay. I thought I saw him limp for a second then. God. Damn. KR in possession, now up towards their own 40 with Davies. 3 minutes gone. 3 tackles to go in this set for the Robins. Litton. Yeah, sorry, Finn. Sorry. Gildart with the next carry up towards Wigan's 40. Still 2 tackles to go. Just left to centre field. Litton. On his right now to Mincello in centre field. Switches back to Hadley. 3.5 minutes gone in the second half. Last tackle for KR. And it's left to Lewis. Kicks from the 40 under pressure from Walters, I think that was. Field underneath it. Collects it in front of his own 10. Burgess trying to get a hold of him. He does. Gets him by the ankles. Nicely done there from Burgess. Wigan on their own 10. Miskey with the first carry of this set. Stopped just short of the 20. Next carry from Marshall. Over the 20. And a few extra metres as well. 4 minutes gone in the second half. 3 tackles to go for Wigan. Next carry from Havard. Up towards the 30. I agree, Alex. Been decent. Few Calls I'm not too sure about. And it's a knock-on from Wigan on their own 30. Havard with the mistake. Gifting territory to KR. KR did this a couple times in the first half. But Wigan didn't do anything with it. They came close. Yeah, turnover for Wigan in dangerous territory. 4.5 minutes gone. There's still plenty of time to go. So even if KR score again, there's still plenty of time for Wigan to change the game. Like, they can swing momentum and then start finding points again. But if KR score next, if they get 6 points next and make it a 3-score game, I don't know if Wigan's got enough to come back. They've not been looking themselves. If it's a 2-score game, so if they get a try and no kick, I can see it happening still. But if it's a 3-score game, I'm not sure. But KR, 35 metres out, down the right edge with Hiku, stopped just short of the 30. Just over 5 minutes gone. Second tackle, Litton. Left to Minchella. Steps off his left foot, straightens up, takes it up towards the 30 again, and a metre over it. 5.5 gone. 3 tackles to go in this set. Litton waits at dummy half. Left to May. Across to Lewis. Then across to Gildart. Good metres down the left-hand side again. Wrapped up by French. Near the left touchline. 15 metres out. Gildart will play this for Martin. On his right to Lewis. Straightens up. He's going to be stopped on the 10. Last tackle for the Robins. Left of the post. Litton. Looks left but goes right to May in centre field. 10 metres out. Pops it across to Batchelor. Straightens up. Almost a bit of room to run. But he's going to be stopped about 3 metres short of the try line. And Sember and Havard with the tackle. 6 minutes gone in the second half. And they turn over the ball inside the 10 again. Whitbread with the most metres per minute. He's been great this year, Whitbread. Brilliant. Wigan in possession on their own 20. Miskey with the next carry. Cutting back towards the left. Not much room to run there. Stopped on the 20. I think Wigan's got to start spreading the ball at some point. Set up on one side. Move it to the other. Get Smith, French and Field involved. On the 30, O'Neill. Left to Mago. Can he change the game, actually? That's a strong carry already. 4 defenders needed to get him down. Quick play the ball on the 40. Left to Smith. Engages the line. Gets the kick away. Near the left touch line. Bounces a couple times. Collected 5 out by Morg. Takes it over the 10. Well, there you go. Strong carry there from Mago. Quick play the ball. And a decent kick from Harry Smith. So they've got to keep KO pinned back. They've still got plenty of players to get back on side here. Mikey Lewis at dummy half. Gives it to Davies. 25 out from their own try line. 7 minutes and 25 seconds gone so far in the second half. It's with Hiku. Up towards the 40. That's a good carry there. 7.5 gone. Litton. On his left to Minchella. Out the back to May. Then out the back to Lewis. Good meters down the left again. Bevan French gets a hand on him and stops him on the halfway line. Over on the left edge of the field. Plays it for Martin. Short side left to Litton. Gets the kick away on the last. Field underneath it. Collects cleanly. That's a good defensive wall there from the Robins. Stopped on the 20. 8 minutes gone. Now with Marshall for the next carry of this set. Makes about 5 metres there. Second tackle, Smith. On his right to Miskey. Straightens up. Pumping his legs. Takes it over the 30 for Wigan. And a few extra metres as well. O'Neill at dummy half. Scoots. Good metres again. Another 10 metres there for Wigan. So not too bad. 2 tackles to go in this set. Havard waiting at 9. Goes left to Mago. Then across to Smith. On the back to Field. Bit of room to run down the left edge. Trying to get around one. Cuts back inside. Support the inside. Then to Smith with the support. Lewis getting across. But Harry Smith goes in. There's a response from Wigan. The game finally opens up. They just needed to move the ball inside the midfield. They finally did. Field with the pace. Finding a break. Support from Smith. Lewis trying to dart across to get him stopped. That's Smith's 4th try of the year, actually. 9 minutes gone in the second half. That's a great start from Wigan. A couple times where they could have been pinned back for a while. It wasn't looking great, but last couple sets started to get up the field a little bit more. Just a little bit. And then finally shifting the ball, they'll hit 6. Can they hit 8 and put that 2-point pressure on the Robins? But there we go. That is going to be a try for Wigan. Finally, the Warriors get some points. More points on the board. Yeah, Field getting around Hiku. Oof. Davies tries to take the bait onto Marshall. Great run from Field. That's what he does. That's what he does. I'm aware, Tobogo. I'm aware. I am watching the game. This is where the floodgates open. We will see. $50 minutes just gone. Adam Kieran to make this 10-8 very soon. This is a good final, this. This is a pretty good final. So, Adam Kieran with the penalty kick at the end of the first half. Oh, Norman. According to my calculations, the success probability is 78%. There we go. Thanks, Norman. Go on. Norman Finkelstein with the percentages there. Thanks, Norman. So just over 50 minutes gone. The kick from Adam Kieran is... Oh, he's scuffed it and it's wide. Yes, Alex. Good timing. He has missed some. I think he's like low to mid 80% on the season. Norman. Well, there we go. So that does help the Robins a bit. So if they've let me start that again. Helps the Robins a bit. If there was a bit of ill discipline inside their own territory, then it doesn't mean, or it means that Wigan can no longer go for 2 to equalise. So that takes that out of the game. So not too bad for KR. So 4-point lead for the Robins. 51 minutes gone. And Semba with the next carry. Strong carry. Decent break. Stopped on the 30. Wants a quick play of the ball. Gets a fairly quick one for O'Neill. Hands it off to Havard and he just drops the ball. It is collected by Minchella on Wigan's 40. Mistake there from Wigan off the back of a try. Oh, it was Walters actually. I thought it was Havard. My bad. It was Walters. Damn. Doesn't quite get it in the hands. Comes off his right shoulder. Wigan with another mistake inside their own territory. They're fighting an uphill battle at the moment. They've got to be careful. They've got to be careful. So there'll be a scrum about 35 metres out for the Robins. In centre field. Lewis will feed the ball in. Lytton out the back will go right to Davies. And he takes it just short of the 30. 52 minutes on the clock. May, waiting for this play the ball. Smith in the way at the moment. May goes right to Batchelor. With a carry down the right edge. The ball pops out. It is picked up by Nsemba, but the call is penalty for KR. They're saying strip. They can challenge it. Will they? Challenge that. I think they could have challenged it. 52.5 minutes gone. KR could go for 2 here. Make it a 6-point game. I can understand that. Looks like they'll go for 2. Smart move. Smart move. We've got 200 people in here. Howdy. Hey. Right, well, I do think Martin should get this. I'll wait to confirm it. So just over 53 minutes on the clock. Currently 10-6. Martin with a penalty kick. Just over 20 metres out, right at the post. And the kick is good. So there we go. That is going to be a 6-point lead for the Robins. Okay, I need JWH back on. Maybe. He had a great first half. 250 in here. Bloody hell. Okay. If you could leave a like on the live stream, helps it to get out there to more people. Even more people. But thank you for stopping by. So, 53 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock. We are back underway. Smith kicks the ball towards the back left for Hull KR. Warrior Hargreaves is now on the field. Slammed into the ground. Lewis is asking for something here. Not sure what for. He's on his own 10. It's now with Burgess. The ball pops out. Ends up in the hands of Mikey Lewis. And it's called as a knock-on from Moore. They turn over the ball 10 metres out. God, if Wigan score here. So a mistake from Wigan, gifting the penalty. And then a lost ball there from the Robins. The ball pops out backwards. It's the same as before, really. Like, kind of pops out backwards. But it's all right. It's all right. One for each side. It's okay. Wigan fans in fine song at the moment. Scrum for Wigan, 10 metres out in between the sticks. Can they answer back? Can they equalise, possibly? 55 on the clock. Left to Smith. Pops up to Wardle. Straightens up, takes the carry. He's going to be stopped 4 or 5 metres out left of the posts. Could have been a 6 again there, but there's been no 6 agains yet. Now with Mago in centre field. Between the sticks. Stopped by Hadley and Warrior Hargreaves. There was another forward there to help out, but he's about 8 metres out in centre field. O'Neill goes left to Smith. Then he goes right to French. He's going to be stopped about 14 metres out. A little bit sluggish there from Wigan. And finally a 6 again is given. Would you know it? So with Havard, he's 15 metres out. So plenty of tackles to go for Wigan. They don't need to force anything just yet. They go right to Smith. Then to Walters. He's going to be stopped on the 10 just right at the posts. 55 minutes and 55 seconds gone. Short side right to French. Straightens up. He's stopped 4 metres out right at the posts. O'Neill waits a dummy half. Left to Mago, now in centre field. Oh, ball out the back. A little bit wayward. Collected by Wardle. Straightens up. Takes a carry back over the 10. 2 tackles to go. Left of the post, O'Neill at dummy half. Right to Mago in centre field. Launches it right to Smith. There's a bit of space there. Over the top. Batted on. That was forward. Then a knock on from Miskey. 20 metres out. And Lewis is screaming in his face. Just, all right, Mikey. All right. Relax. 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 William Reservoir Dogs, Mr. Apple Blossom White. I don't know the reference, Peter. I'm so sorry. I don't know the reference. Nearly 57 minutes on the clock. Scrum for KR on their own 20 in centre field. It's got 23 minutes to go. Yeah, it was miles forward. At least it was called. Well, called for something. Minchella is off for a break. Hopefully he's all good. Davies with the first carry of this set. Surely Minchella will be back on last 10-15 minutes maybe. Litton left to Luckley is finally on. He'll be playing at 13 for the next stint. Litton, 25 out from his own try line, goes right to Hiku. He takes it over his own 30. 57.5 minutes on the clock. 3 tackles to go for the Robins. Litton goes right to May. Takes it over the 40. Stopped a few metres shy of halfway. 2 tackles to go. It's now with JWH stopped just before the halfway line. Last tackle for KR. Litton goes left to Lewis. Under pressure from Havard. Gets the kick away. Plenty of height on this one. Marshall underneath it. Collects cleanly on his own 20. And he comes down on his own 30. 58 minutes on the clock. Wardle. Taking it a few metres upfield. Slow play the ball there. Oh, Wardle is on his knees. Hopefully Wardle's okay. Hopefully he is. In centre field, Leeming goes right to French. Switches back to Farrell. And he carries it up towards the halfway line. 2 tackles to go for Wigan. Leeming on the 4th. Goes left to Mago. In centre field, left to Smith. Chips it towards the back left. Oh, not a great kick. Collected on the full by Morg. Already up towards the 30. Been a couple of kicks from Smith. Not been great. May on his left to Davies. Straightens up. A few players still offside here for KR. They are now back on side. I'll keep that in mind, Peter. Thank you very much. I'll keep it in mind. Next carry from Burgess. Just short of halfway for KR. Litton. Right to Luckley. Takes the carry straight through centre field. 4 defenders there. Just over 59 minutes gone. Nearly done with an hour of this game. About to enter the final quarter soon. JWH with a carry. Shrugs off one. And Semba brings him down. Oh, that was nearly an elbow in his head there. Plays it for Litton. Up towards Wigan's 20. Right to Batchelor. Back inside to Hiku. Bit of room to run. Can he get the ball off? Yes, he can. Litton is in. And out of nowhere. Out of absolutely nowhere. That is a try for Hull KR. Just out of nowhere. Handsome bit of play down the short side right. Look at him go. Getting a bit cute. Down the short side right. Back on the inside. That's going to be 16-6 for KR. I'm not sure if Wigan's got the juice. I'm not sure if they've got the juice. We'll have to see. Yeah, JWH, good call, JD. He's been solid in this game so far. Good stuff there. Good movement from the Robins. So Litton from dummy half goes short side right. Flat ball across to Batchelor. Back inside to Hiku. Shrugs off a few. Back inside to Litton. Good support run and puts the ball down. Forward to... I thought the last ball might have been forward, but I'm not entirely sure. I'd need to see a different angle, to be honest. Just wasn't sure on that last one. It's probably okay. Okay. So we're done with an hour of this game. Nearly 61 minutes on the clock. We have entered the final quarter. What's Wigan got in the locker? What can they produce in the final 19 minutes? Martin, 1 of 2 today so far. For God's sake, Alex. Martin. To make it a 12-point lead. He steps up. Fairly tough one, but the kick is just good enough. And there we go, 18-6 for the Robins. JWH having a great game. Man of the match performance, possibly. I mean, Lewis is up there. But JWH is up there. Aaron, that's a new name, I think. Great play, Hull KR. Enjoying this. 5:30 a.m. here in Australia. Did you watch our NRL Grand Final? Yes, I did, Aaron. I watched it last week. Had the same the suit on. Same suit. But yeah, it was a great game. Great game. Drop goal next, maybe. So it is 18-6 for the Robins. 62 minutes on the clock, 18 minutes to go. What does Wigan have left in the tank for the final 18 minutes? It is with Hiku with a carry through centre field up towards his own 30. Yeah, drop goal. I think a drop goal would seal this, actually. If they get it next. Scoot there from Litton up towards the 40. And an extra metre or two. Last tackle for KR. May goes left to Lewis. Kicks from behind his own 40 towards the left touchline. Miskey underneath it, collects it on his own 20. Cuts back towards the middle. Just straighten up, Abbas, lad. Straighten up. French on his left to Marshall. Makes about 5 metres. Jamal, Wakey fan here. Love this, guys. Happy for you lot. Well, there you go. Wakey fans in support of KR. Very nice from Jamal there. Smith. Across to field. Oh, if he got past May then. Bit of room to run, but that's a good tackle from May. It is now with Havard over the 40. Spins. Last tackle coming up for Wigan. Still behind their own halfway line. Their own halfway line. The halfway line. Well done, me. Left to Smith. So there's 2 halfway lines, you see. They've each got 1. Collected by Morg. Takes it over the 20. Up towards the 30. Oh, still going. Kieran gets a hold of him, though. There's been a fair few entanglements in this game. Morg will have to go back a metre or 2, I think. Now down the left edge with Gildart. Nearly a high shot there from Thompson, but I think it's just okay. KR on their own 40. It's now with Martin. Look for an offload there, but he stopped just short of halfway. Slightly left to centre field for KR. Litton waits at dummy half. Goes right to Hadley in centre field. Out the back to May. Then across to Hiku near the right touchline. And he is tackled just inside Wigan's half. Morg at dummy half. On his left to Warrior Hargreaves. He's going to be stopped on Wigan's 40. Last tackle for the Robins. Left to Lewis under a bit of pressure. Room to run through centre field possibly here. Chips the ball towards the back right. Good carry there from Lewis. And field goes up. Collects cleanly. He's stopped. 5 out from the try line. Good defence there from KR. Well done, Lewis. Well done, May. Wardle will scoot. And he's stopped on his own 10. So Wigan have had a lot of work to do in their own end. French waiting at dummy half. They're just over their own 10 now with Marshall. French then on his right to Miskey. Barely makes any ground there through centre field. Wigan are going to have to start taking some risks at some point. They don't want to leave it till 5 minutes to go. There's an offload here down the left touchline and a knock on from Marshall. They turn over the ball inside the red zone. They've still got to take the risks. They don't look like scoring points just from what they've been doing. You know, they managed to find a break eventually, but they were spreading the ball. They're stuck inside their own end. They've got to do something to get up the field. They've got to do something. Now, unless they take the next, hope that for the final 14 minutes, they can just do the basics and hope that KR will just turn the ball over inside their own half. They can do that if they want to, but I don't think it's a reliable strategy, to be honest. It's a scrum for KR, 20 metres out. So they don't need to force anything here. They could just set up for 1. Eat some time down off the clock. Get to the end of the set, go for 1 possibly. KR 15 metres out, over on the left edge. Now with Martin up towards the 10. Probably watched Wigan more than me. Last year, Nsemba was hyped to be the next big thing every game. Watched he looks way below average. Thoughts? I don't know what's happened this season. I don't know. I'm not too sure. It's just been a little bit lethargic at times, or he's not been able to bully players as much. Some defensive lapses here and there. I don't know. I can't really say for certain. KR on the 4th tackle just inside the 10, right of the sticks. In centre field now with May. Switches back to JWH. Straightens up. He's going to play this about 7 metres out. Slightly right of the sticks. Or in between the sticks, basically. Left to May. Then to Lewis. Quick pass across to Martin. Trying to get an offload, maybe. He's going to be stopped 9 out from the try line. Premium sets up the Broncos. Well, for next year, maybe. We're a bit late on that one. First time watching Super League? Well, I hope you're enjoying, mate. I hope you're enjoying. 13 minutes ago, Miski with the first carry of this set, just over the 10. Should have gone for one there? Yes, they should. Obviously, the problem is with the one, of course, you don't want to give away a 7-tackle set. So, there is that. I do understand that. And you don't want to let Wigan get up the field. But it's with French down the right edge. Puts luckily onto his backside. And it's a good carry there from Bevan French. Wants to quick play the ball, but it's a bit slow. That's an incorrect play of the ball. And there's another turnover for Wigan. Oh, my God. Let's have a look at this again. JWH's foot is there, but it's on Bevan French to make sure that ball is grounded properly. So, yeah. As an Aussie, is it normal they don't use the 6-again rule in the UK? No, we use it a fair bit, premium, but it's like, for some reason, this game, it's just not been used that much. I don't know why. I don't know if we ref grand finals a bit differently just to make sure the game still just flows normally and there's no, trying to remove decisions to, like, affect the outcome. Normally, there would have been a lot more given, but not this time for some reason. Has it go for one this set now? Possibly. Just, again, still the risk of the 7-tackle set, but I think with 12 minutes to go, it is probably fair. I don't mind them still going for points, because I think if they score again, it is completely done. So just less than 12 minutes to go. KR, about 21 metres out over on the right edge. Back towards the middle now with Minchella. He's had a decent break there, so he's going to finish this game now on the field. 68.5 minutes on the clock. Lytton goes right to May. Cross to, is that Morg? He's going to be stopped just short of 10. 2 tackles to go for KR. Are they going to set up for one possibly? We'll see what happens on this tackle. It's with May. Switches back to Minchella. Okay, possibly. I'll get an offload to Lytton. Right to Batchelor, nearly through. Stopped about 6 metres out. Are they going to go for one? Lytton. There's a cross to May. Not going for one here. On the 10. Looking right. Launched it right to Hiku. 2 versus 2 trying to get around Smith. Good tackle there from Smith. Stopped on the 10. 11 minutes to go. Wigan need 2 tries. Still plenty of time. Not looking good. Not looking too well for Wigan, is it? It's really not. It's really not. KO have done a great job pinning them back for a lot of this game. They've done a great job. It's with Miski on the 10. Right to French. Almost wrapped up. Stopped on the 10. Looks like KR are going to deservedly win the grand final. For God's sake, Alex, stop it. Just stop. Nearly 10 minutes to go. Nearly 10 minutes. JWH on the bench now. Wigan shifting it left. Here we go. Insemba. Then to Field. He'll have a break here. Across to Marshall. Near the left touchline. Can he stay in field? Gets an offload. Bounces. And it's collected by Luckley. Possibly a knock on there, actually. Possibly. Knock on. But KR with a fresh set. 10 minutes to go now, folks. 10 minutes to go. Hey! Second tackle for KR. Davies plays it on Wigan's 40. May goes left to Whitbread. And Sember and Lehman get him stopped after just making a few metres. They do have time to score too. They can easily score 2 tries in 10 minutes. It's just whether they will. I don't think they will. Now, if they can get one pretty soon, then there's still a good chunk of time left. But they've been getting pinned back too much. And they've got to start taking risks. Morg. Good tackle there from Smith. Brings him down 25 out. You're welcome, Pogo. You're welcome. So out the back to Lewis. He's going for one. Ooh, was thinking about it. But step in. Last tackle. Left to Martin. Good hands. Gildart kicks the ball through. Thompson is there. Collects it on the 10. And the whistle's blown. Penalty for Wigan. Offside from KR. Well, they needed that penalty. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you kindly. It's not a regular occurrence, just for special occasions. You know. It will be for grand finals and challenge cups. Hopefully, if I'm not going Wembley next year, even though Warrington's in it, I wouldn't be wearing it because I'll be wearing a white shirt instead. Who do you want to win, Kinetic? I did predict Wigan to win in my predictions video, so I wouldn't mind them winning just to be correct with the prediction, but I'm really not bothered. I'm happy for either to win. I just wanted a good game, which we've got, so I'm actually really not bothered. Let's have a look. They have decided to challenge the on-field call of offside. So It was across to Martin. Quick flick on to Gildart. And he kicks the ball through. I think Martin is just offside there. This might be inconclusive, actually. Guess they just want to rest, maybe. Both teams could do with a bit of a rest, actually. Well, you say that, Bob. You say that. Just 9 minutes to be professional now. That's all it takes. Season-defining minutes. Keep it calm. Keep calm. Challenge is going to be inconclusive. So KR will retain a challenge, but it's still going to be offside. Smith needs a good kick into touch here. Kicks from the 20, and it goes out at the 40. Well, it's... yeah. So, French left to Mago. He's going to be huge for meters. So, Wigan start this set on their own 40. Leeming goes left to Smith, switches back to Thompson. Need their biggest blokes out there. But he's getting dragged back towards the 40. 4 defenders in the tackle. Tries scored in the last 10 minutes. Most on the season is Wigan with 29. Second best is KR with 24. Look at Castleford up there. Joint third. Look at him go. With Smith in centre field on the 40. Right to French. Pops it up to Farrell. That was not a good call there from French. He loses the ball. Collected by Morg. Just short of his own 40. 8 minutes left. That was not on there. It was a bad call there from French. It's a bad call. So yeah, 8 minutes to go. Davies with the next carry. He's going to be stopped on halfway by 3 big men in Ellis, Thompson and Mago. Plays for Lytton in centre field. He goes right to Whitbread. Makes about 5 metres. Eventually brought down. 2.5 minutes gone. 72.5 minutes on the clock. Right to Morg. Steps off his right foot. Still stepping. Look for a bit of extra room. Finds some. Stopped on Wigan's 30. Plays it for Lytton. In centre field, goes left to May. Steps off his left foot. On his right then to Hiku. Takes it just over Wigan's 20. Last tackle. They could go for one. Lytton. Oh, fakes left. Goes short side right to May. Back inside to Morg. He's going to be stopped 3 or 4 metres short of the try line. That's game. KR will win. Slot a field goal. They were maybe thinking about it, but I guess, you know, Wigan still need to score 2 tries here. They've got 7 minutes to go. They've got 90 metres to get up the field. So I guess don't really risk a 7-tackle set. Miskey with an offload to Leeming, then right to Kieran. And he's pushed back a few metres there. Wigan, 5 out from their own try line. There's a long way to go. This is where you need Smith, French and Field raring to go. You need them producing something here in a second. May go with the next carry. Kieran was slow to get up. He was holding the back of his head, I think, for a second then. Just up towards the 10. Mago will play this for Leeming. He goes right to Farrell. 4th tackle coming up for Wigan. I think they've got to move the ball now. Leeming. Short side right to French. Engages the line. Stepping. He's still stepping. Bit of magic here from French, possibly. Still going. Kicks the ball through. Chases. Can he collect it? Ooh, knock on there from Davies. Okay. Right. KR lose the ball inside the midfield. They turn over the ball just short of halfway. So we can get a fresh set in good territory here. So can they get up the field? Put some points on the board. I think they pretty much need to score on this set. Or maybe their next attacking set if they can stay in that end of the field. So 5.5 minutes to go. They've got to score soon if they want to get this, get back into this. They've got to score very soon. Scrum for Wigan on halfway. Smith feeds the ball in. Leeming left to Smith. Engages the line. Stopped on KR's 40. Leeming now with Insemba through centre field. Decent carry just short of the 30. Leeming waiting for the play the ball. Eventually gets it right to Ellis. Carries it just short of the 20. 3 tackles to go for Wigan. If they could find a try here, close to the sticks, this is going to be interesting. Smith, out the back to Field, nearly drops the ball, just keeps a hold of it, gets an offload to Wardle, trying to slip through. It's going to be stopped about 13 metres out left of the posts. 5 minutes to go. 2 tackles left in this set. Wardle plays it for Leeming left of the post. Right to Ellis, right to Smith. Launches it right. Possible 2-on-1 here. Kieran has to step back inside. Stopped on the 10. Good scramble from KR. Last tackle coming up for Wigan. Farrell waiting for the play the ball 5 out. Left to Smith. Chips cross field. It's going to come down the 10. Not a great kick at all. Smith's kicking today has not been great. Offload here from Nsemba. Ellis looking right, then looks left. Left to Wardle. Back inside to Field. Kicks the ball through. Oh, too much weight on it. It's going to be a 7 tackle set here for KR. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go. I think this might be it, actually, folks. I think this might be all done and dusted. We've got 360 people in here. Howdy. I think that is game. 4 minutes left. Tap on the 20. 7 tackle set for KR. I think this is going to be it. Unless Wigan can basically score next set. I'm pretty sure that's it. I think KR's done it. I think they've done it. 3 minutes 45 to go. Lytton at dummy half. On his right to Hadley. Takes the carry through centre field. Just over the 40. Lytton on his left to Martin. Up towards halfway. 3.5 minutes to go. Very true, JD. Very true. We're going to need a miracle. Yes, they do. 3 minutes 20 to go. It is now with May on Wigan's 30. Batchelor, bit of room to run here. Stopped just over the 20. Now about 15 metres out. Last tackle. They don't need to go for one. They just need to find the corner. Lytton goes right to May. Engages the line on the 10. Cuts back towards the middle. Could just take the tackle here. Running down time off the clock. Kicks the ball through. Collected by Smith. And he's going to be stopped just short of his own 10. So Wigan need to launch it now. They need to launch it. It's with Marshall. Taking it just over the 10. All right, well. What are they going to do? It's right to Miski. Launches it right to French. Can he evade that defender? No, he can't. Stopped on the 20. They've got to go left here. Spread it and give a bit of depth here for Field, surely. Smith switches back to Field. Trying to step, but Whitbread straight away gets him wrapped up. Straight away. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Leeming right to Ellis. Out the back to Smith. Still going right. Launch it right. Interception from Burgess. And that is going to be a try for the Robins. That will be game over. Wigan, they needed a miracle at the end. They launched the ball. And that is going to be a try for KR to absolutely seal it. Just less than 2 minutes to go. 22-6 with a kick to come. The Robins will become the new grand final winners of Super League. It's only been, 4 that have only won it? Wigan, Leeds, Bradford and Saints. KR, the latest to get it done. Burgess with the interception. The heads-up play. Let's get these points added on. I reckon they'll get the kick, so I'll just make it 24-6. All right. Had the game as 26 points and over? Well, there you go. So, 50 seconds to go. Do you think they can come back? Starting 13 is Wellesby, Johnstone, Farnworth, Smith, Handley, Lewis, Connor, McMeekan, Clark, Lees, Nicholson, Pierce, Paul, Knowles. I agree with some of those. Yeah, basically, Samuel, Alex is just like... Alex just likes to play it safe and say that KR's going to lose every game just so... Like, he's already said it. Folks, there is 37 seconds to go. The clock is stopped. KR been great all season. They had a little dip when they lost to Leeds and Lee. The last few weeks they hadn't looked that convincing, and Wigan had looked fantastic. I thought, honestly, based on recent performances, I thought Wigan would get it done. The kick from Martin is good. That is 24-6. I thought Wigan might get it done, but KR have been really, really professional. Few errors early on, gifting territory to Wigan, but Wigan didn't come up with the points. Few missed opportunities, but after that, Wigan lost a man, and KR controlled territory extremely well, and I think they are deserving of this win. We have got 34 seconds to go. Short kickoff, bit pointless really. Batted backwards, collected by Kieran. Launched it left, launched it over the top, Wardle, or it's now with Marshall. Cuts back towards the middle, nearly steps on his own plate. It's with Smith. Right to field, it's wayward. Chase for McElroy, and that's a penalty really, but who cares? And it starts kicking off. It starts kicking off with 5 seconds to go. May pulling it in Semba's hair. And Semba's shirt has been completely ripped.
Oh, what about that? Send him off! Send the drifting gate off! Get him off the field! That was diabolical!
They don't like it. Ladies and gentlemen, I crown the Hull Kingston Rovers champions of Super League. Hey! Congratulations. I salute you. I salute you. Warrior Hargreaves on his final game in his career gets a Super League Grand Final trophy. Mikey Lewis signing a new contract with Hull KR. Gets a Grand Final victory wrapped up. McElroy, his final game as well of his career, I believe, too. Gets a Grand Final. Gets another one. I don't know how many he's won, but he gets another one, I think. Gildart, pretty sure Gildart's got one as well. Well, fair enough. Wigan won the last few ones. Won 4 trophies last year. KR won 3 this time around. They have deserved it. There you go. There you go. Bloody hell. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Right. Okay. Largest points difference in a grand final? It won't be that. I think there's been greater points differences. Possibly Leeds versus Cass might have been more or about the same. Well, all KR. They built a great squad, and it's still looking strong for next year as well. They got Tom Amone coming in, so JWH out, Amone in. So yeah, they're looking all right, aren't they? They're looking all right. Can they get it done next year? That is the question. Forget about this season. It's all done now. It's all done. It's all about next season. says Alex Ferguson. So yeah, some early mistakes from KR. Oof, photographer falls on his backside. Early mistakes from KR. Wigan couldn't capitalise, and they nearly did but couldn't. Then they lose a man. KR control territory. Wigan slowly try and work their way back into it. Second half they come out a bit stronger. KR still control territory pretty well, to be fair. But then a few mistakes, few errors creep into Wigan's game a little bit more as they have to chuck the ball around. And yeah, very professional from KR overall. Deserve to win, they get it done. And they are champions. Congrats to them. Fair play to Mikey Lewis. He can be a bit of a shithouse at times, but I suppose the thing is he does kind of back it up. That's the thing. So he does play well. It's not unwarranted. What I will say, if that game doesn't make people love League, I don't know what will. Well, just need to get more eyes on the sport. Michael Lewis with the Rob Burrow Award. Very nice. JWH could have won it. I think he was great. Fair play, Mikey. He's getting emotional, but that's fair play. Fair play. Well, maybe to win the Ashes next, Mikey Lewis. Maybe. World Cup next year. Go to the Aussies' backyard and get it done, eh? Eh? Ended that a bit abruptly. Carl now with Farrell. Only time we've seen Lewis play good in a big game. Wigan threw it away, not taking the chances in the bin. We'll never rate Lewis though. Needs to prove he's not off his chops on boost. Okay. Well, interesting Fox star, but okay. You'll say that it's Mikey and Smith. The problem is that they both play down the left edge. So who's going to move? That's the question. Who's going to move? And they're both left-footed. I mean, I'd assume in that then it would be Lewis over on the right because it'd be Smith doing most of the kicking anyway. You want to replay that scrap at the end? I'm sure it'll be somewhere. It'll be on the Twitter sphere, as the kids definitely don't call it. I'll wait a little bit longer, then I'll just end the stream. Alright then. I think I'm going to call it a day there, actually. I'm going to call it a day. So I will be going out fairly soon, actually. But yeah, I do want to say, we got to about 360 odd people, possibly more. So I do want to say thank you very much for stopping by. It is greatly appreciated. I'm going to leave the stream on for a couple of minutes and stuff, but I will be gone. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Congratulations to KR. Good effort for Wigan. Eventually started picking things up towards the back end of the season, but yeah, deserving winners, Hull Kingston Rovers. So yeah, and this is the final league stream of the season. We started with Wigan versus Lee at the start of the year, the 1-0 victory. And God knows how many live streams later, including NRL, we're done with the league. So, final reminder, I'll be streaming Game 1 and Game 3 of the Ashes, England versus Australia, and then I'm at Game 2. And then for the Pacific Championships, I'm going to stream every single game in that tournament. And then for the off-season, I'm probably going to stream like video game stuff, possibly RL26, maybe some like Siege, FC26, Rematch, F1 with mates, that kind of stuff. And yeah, try and fill up some space in the off-season. Bit of content as well, some videos. But yeah, if you want to follow me on TikTok, you can do. There will be a stream highlights posted probably tomorrow. I'm going to try and put some clips out tonight as well. But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. Your support is greatly appreciated. What are we at for subscribers right now? 13,084. Thank you so much for stopping by. And one final trumpet. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host, Rob, part of the Kinetic Rugby League channel. Go follow me on all social medias. Links are in the description. Become a member. Link is in the description as well. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching. Well done. Nailed it first time. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you next time.